So I've finished the floor, and now I'm going to get on to the next bit, which is going to be repairing the inner sill. So here's the floor, and it's turned out really well. I'm pleased with that one. Just want to talk about this bit here. This is the patch I put in, and on reflection, what I should have done is cut it all the way to this seam here, cut along the seam down the other side. It would have been much easier to put this in and much easier to weld along this seam. So onto the sill. Outer sill is in really good condition. What I'm going to do is cut all the way along this edge here. Now I'm cutting along the thin edge here because when I weld it back together again, it's much easier to weld that together and blend it in, and the joint will be almost invisible. And I'm going to go along the edge of the door here on the outside. That's so that when I put it back on, with the door closed, I'll be able to match the shut line exactly, and also to blend it in much better. So I'm going to go all the way along here. I'm going to go up this edge here, and I think I'm going to take off this piece of trim, go all the way to this point here, and then cut down here. You can actually get a patch that goes in here. I've done that on a previous MG, and it worked out really nicely, but I think this is a shorter distance to weld and it should be much easier to hide it. Don't know if I'm going to go all the way to the end yet and just follow the line, and then I can just avoid this joint here, but I'll see how that works out later. So another good tip from Steve, I'm going to use this bracket here, which is the hood attachment. I'm going to put a bar across here to this point here. There's the outside bit, and that point there is where the windscreen attaches, so that's going to be really strong. And within that, I'm going to have the ability to adjust the length of this somewhere around here, I guess. Just going to put a bolt in there, and that will allow me to try and close the gap. What I've got at the moment is a gap that's a bit bigger at the top than it is at the bottom, so that's from the previous repair. I'm going to try and close that gap. If I can't close it, I'm just going to have to live with it. Right, that's where we are. I'm going to get on with cutting all of that out. Hopefully I should be able to do that in not too much time at all. I'll make a longer video and I'll show you the process as I go through that as well. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.